So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. There's the shot! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Looking for options for movement.
Vinicius Junior!
Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vitinha. Shot could be on.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Robertson is there and he can get that clear. That's good play, and it's Bellingham. And the finish! In he goes again! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pass somewhat off target. He won't be happy with that one.
Mbappe.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business.
He leaps for it! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bellingham. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. He's a sharp little ball here. Bellingham! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Bruno Fernandes. Pedri. That's good running with the ball. It's played through for him. Real chance! Tchouaméni to Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Mendes. That's an excellent interception. Pedri. That has not gone well. Locatelli. And the pass is intercepted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bastia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tchouaméni. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Looking tidy in possession here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. France are looking to break at pace. Osimhen providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Hakimi. He He's had a shot! No way through. And it's Hakimi. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Griezmann. So a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we are back on the way.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Thuram. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Locatelli. That's very neat. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Griezmann. Now it's Thuram. Well, they can break here. And it's Pedri. And that's been intercepted. Looking for the run. Oh, no joy this time. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. A probing pass. Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nuno Mendes. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Pedri tries to pass it, takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to get it clear. France. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And he was quick to react. And it's Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Changement. Le numéro 5, le numéro 15, le numéro 9, le numéro 11, Griezmann, le numéro 18.
Incoming delivery.
À leur place,
Saliba
le
with the
numéro
clearance.
21, le numéro 7, le numéro 14,
In
le
again.
numéro 6, le numéro
Hernandez
20. Changement.
attempts a clearance. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Not the most accurate pass. Eze. Defending here is really tight. That's a throw.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Crosses it in. Van Dijk can get it clear. And they're quick to get it back. Hernandez making good progress. The defender is not giving up on this. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Sørloth. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Changement en cours.
France have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Tries to get it clear, and it's Olmo. And he's made sure that's not getting through, and he can clear it away. Robertson, Tchouaméni.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
A lot of
additionnel.
space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, perfectly measured that. De Gea with the clearance. Dani Olmo. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, that was the second half.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
No winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. Well, we are already up and running again. Sørloth. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Ecstasy! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest, the follow-up was going to be good, and that was special.
Bastia have broken through, it's 1-0. Gibbs-White, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Dembele, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robertson can clear it away. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Dembele, he's found the way through. It's Dembele! That has not worked out as planned.
Dembele might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Eze. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it is half-time in extra time. So the breakthrough has come. Will it prove enough to get over the line? 15 minutes still remain. And the action has already restarted. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Timber. Eze. Oh, it's Sorloth.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Chance! Harmlessly behind.
Bastia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gibbs White. Now it's Sorloth. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber picks it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. And it's Locatelli.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's picked it up out wide, lofted in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. The whistle's gone and the game is over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. Chance, surely! Goal! France! And France are in front. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. I doubt very much that this was in the script. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Looking tidy in possession here. Hakimi. Can he get it through? Now it's Osimhen. And it's Vitinha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Dembele going face to face with his great rival. Now, can they get him away?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Osimhen is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Bellingham. Saliba. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, he's been caught napping. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Pedri opts for safety. Here's Tchouaméni driving on and making good progress. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Vitinha. And it's Locatelli. And it's made its way to him. Skims one in. Pedri. Thuram. And they can counter here. Now it's Thuram. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vitinha threads one in. Great defending, strong and determined. Hakimi. Now that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. Looking for the run. And the finish! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Dembele.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha. Osimhen. Looking to play him in. Vitinha. He is through here. Osimhen picks it up out wide. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Great chance! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
France producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0.
Le numéro 5, le numéro 11, Griezmann. À leur place, le numéro 21, le numéro 6.
So we're off again. Locatelli. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
He's in a great position. There's the shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's a goal. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. This is a promising build-up. Nuno Mendes. And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's neat. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nice touch.
This looks promising. Opts to play it back. And the shot! And that is quite wonderful! He's got himself an absolute peach. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Olise. Pedri. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. Forced to go back. Osimhen needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Cracking ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Olise. Gibbs-White. Driving forward.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Solid! Great football, shot and save.
Changement. Le numéro 20. Le
The two
numéro 10.
coaches are signalling
Le numéro
changes
15.
here, both at the same
À
time.
leur place, le numéro 18. Le
It's a
numéro
decent
14.
clearance.
Le numéro 8.
France
Changement.
have the chance to go the other way. Great vision. And it's Hakimi. Looking for options for movement. That is a brilliant interception. Shot at goal! And there's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Osimhen duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide. Is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Throw in. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Lopez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vitinha. He won't be happy with that one. Robertson.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro makes a dash for it. Pedro Porro. Very nicely done. This is Dembele.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Osimhen carries the ball down the right. Vitinha. Hakimi. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen proves just a little bit too strong.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palhinha powering forward here. Laval are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Vitinha just eases him off the ball. Vitinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. And it's Vitinha. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Pedro Porro. Chance for a shot! Locatelli. Vitinha. Mbappe. Now it's Vitinha. Bellingham. In with the challenge. Pedri. And João Palhinha. Now it's Dembele. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Osimhen. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mendes in acres of space out wide. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And it's Mendes. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That has been cut short. So a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Oh, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we are back underway.
France really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Now it's Thuram. Pedro Porro. Pedri. And he's quick to return it.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Hakimi. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Fermin. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham. Foot in. Plays it through. Not the most accurate pass. And it's João Palhinha.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Vitinha. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri. No, he's not getting his way this time. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Locatelli. And the counter is on. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Pedri. Fermin. And here's Dembele. He's chosen to go back. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Thuram. Spread it left. João Palhinha. That's a good ball out wide. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. Laval can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross from Robertson.
Changement. Le numéro 18.
Laval have their third corner.
Le numéro 16. Le numéro 23.
And it's been taken short.
Le numéro 26.
And it's played in.
Le numéro 11.
And that has been
Le
cleared.
numéro 20. Le numéro
Hernandez
10.
getting
Le
this
numéro
one clear.
6. Le numéro 32. Changement en cours. Changement. Le numéro 14.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Le numéro 8. Changement.
They've played it short. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Koundé. And that is well cleared.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Gibbs-White. And it's Pedri. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post! Oh, what has happened here? Pedri. Forced to go back.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Bruno Fernandes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Sorloth chasing after it. Gibbs-White. Knocks it into space. Timber. So that means another 30 minutes football. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And the action has already restarted. Gibbs-White. And it's Pedri. It's Pedri. Oh, good ball! Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. DiMarco puts them all in. Gabriel attempts a clearance. Played it. Oh, great leap! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's a lucky 7th corner. They've played it short. In towards the back stick. Hernandez with the clearance. Showing great feet there. DiMarco has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And here's DiMarco. Mbappe.
Oh, nice touch.
DiMarco. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So, what can they come up with here? And this is a great chance to take a lead. DiMarco, looking for the run. Gibbs-White, Koundé. Can he get it through? And it's Locatelli. Opts for safety. Timber. Can he get on the end of this? And he's definitely onside. Oh, he's played. Can he finish? But he's left disappointed. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Pass somewhat off target. Bruno Fernandes. Eze. Bruno Fernandes is onto this. Mbappe. No, it's Sorloth. And no, that was never going to make it. So just 15 minutes still to come. So penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who can seize the day in the next 15 minutes? Well, we are already up and running again. So, for the last time, who dares to win? A good play on the left-hand side here. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. But that has not gone well.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Koundé, looking for options for movement. Eze. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Vinicius Junior. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, perfectly measured that.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tries to play it through. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes. Vinicius Junior. That's good play. Picked out Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that could be pivotal! A breakthrough! So late in the day! There was no getting to that. No. Oh, relief! Relief at last, the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Bruno Fernandes claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely bit of skill. Vitinha. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Bellingham. This might spell danger. And the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Osimhen demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Hakimi knocks it into space. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's Dembele. He is through here. Great vision. Thuram. It's a goal kick. Bastia are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Bruno Fernandes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bruno Fernandes. Approaching the half-hour mark. Bellingham. Hakimi. Hakimi makes a move down the right. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Mendes. Showing good feet. Looking for options for shot at goal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Bruno Fernandes. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. This is promising. That's put pay to the danger. And De Bruyne! Oh, that was no routine save.
De Bruyne clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Locatelli. And he's quick to return it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Locatelli, and he's had it nicked away.
Temps additionnel.
And it's De
une
Bruyne.
minute.
And here's Griezmann.
Oh, that's nice.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. France just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
France are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for.
Le numéro 5, le numéro 11, Griezmann. À leur place, le numéro 21, le numéro 6.
So we're off again. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Bellingham over to the right flank. No way through, so back it comes. Good ball, good take. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to pass it through, and the shot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! Bruno Fernandes.
France really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Now who's going to be first to this? De Bruyne. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pass is just off target. Pinches it off him. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process.
Tries a shot! Real chance here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That'll be a throw-in.
Changement. Le numéro 9, le numéro 22, le numéro 20. À leur place, le numéro 14, le numéro 15, le numéro 18.
It's Bellingham.
Attention, changement.
That's tidy. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Changement en cours.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Hakimi. Bellingham. France perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Over to the other side. Robertson. And here's Mbappe. Bastia have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? And it's Robertson. Dani Olmo gets into a good position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Osimhen. Bruno Fernandes. Locatelli. Now, can they get him away?
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Sorloth. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He might have to go it alone here. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gibbs White driving forwards, tries to... Oh, great leap! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
France are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though.
Not chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Cleared away. Mbappe. Saliba wins the duel this time. And that's it. France did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond.
And the shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Chouameni. And it's Hakimi. Tries to pass it through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van de Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Vitinha stood his ground strongly. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And the through ball. And he's had it nicked away. Quarter of an hour played. So what can they make of this? Tchouaméni gets across and deals with it.
Bastia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Van Dijk. And they've switched it over to the other side. Hakimi ventures forward. France leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Fernandes takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Griezmann.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Thuram. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tchouaméni. Vitinha has created one goal already. Robertson. Some good persistent defending here. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Thuram. And he's quick to get rid. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Griezmann.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Referee's given a throw. Bruno Fernandes. France looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Now, can they get him away? Cute ball, now how can he reach it? He's got away. Osimhen!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Threads one in, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And he can thump it away. Koundé. Here's Tchouaméni, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Osimhen. Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Nuno Mendes. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
France are in a pretty decent position. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Taken back almost at once. And it's Hakimi. Has a look and plays it forward. Lovely bit of skill. Looking to play him in. And that interception was most shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, such a clever touch. Delivered with swing. Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
France have their second corner now. And a few accusing looks coming his way. Griezmann. Valverde. Valverde makes a dash for it. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And that's gone loose. And he's there to retrieve it. Van Dijk. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Griezmann really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Changement. Le numéro 20.
Bastia choosing to make the first change.
Le numéro
Dani Olmo goes short.
Le numéro 5.
And now they can spring out of
Le
defence.
numéro 18. Le numéro 22.
Stood
Le
up
numéro
well to him
14.
there.
Le numéro 6.
So we've reached the
Le
hour
numéro
mark.
21.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lovely, now then. He's having a shot! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
De Bruyne. Now this could be a chance. Driving through the middle. Nice control. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played in. Gabriel with the clearance. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
De Bruyne. Dani Olmo. 75 minutes played. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's picked it up out wide. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Attention, changement.
It's just beyond his reach. And it's Hernandez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Spread to the right. He's found a way through. No way through, so back it comes. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez. And here's Osimhen.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Robertson. Bastia go in search of a late winner. Osimhen makes a move down the right. It's a pretty loose pass. And he thumps it clear. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Eze. And he welcomes it in. And here's Vinicius Junior. Played out towards the right wing. Bastia are looking to break at pace. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. So that means another 30 minutes football. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Attention, attention, le trafic risque d'être très dense dès le coup de sifflet final. Changement. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 4. À leur place.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Le numéro 3. Changement.
Gibbs White looking understandably energised after his goal. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's superb. There's the shot! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Neatly clipped into space. Timber is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, easy pickings there. Timber.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dembele looking to receive it in space. Vitinha. Now Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
De Bruyne.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Played into space. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, they can break here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's been shifted off it. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Knocks it into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gibbs White. Some good work on the right flank here. That's tidy. Hangs in across. Well, that's been dealt with. It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk gets it away. France are looking to go forward now. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Vitinha. It'll be a throw-in. Eze just eases him off the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter.
And he's decided to go for it. Gave it a go, but off target. That has been cut short. De Bruyne. Backward it goes. That's put paid to the danger. So there you have it, penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So 2 inconclusive hours of action. All that remains then, penalties. Which way will he go? Oh, great save! That is a great save! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Vitinha is the next to run the gauntlet. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Big character, big moment, big save. Dembele, second in line for them. Made it look easy.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Bastia are looking to keep pace here.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
We're on to number 3 here.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
Bastia feeling the pressure. No! Denied remarkably! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat. It's all about his mindset now.
Dispatched! France have won it by the barest of margins. two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Well, Peter, those players knew they were in for a battle, and you can finally sense this kind of collective release from them here. They could have made their lives easier by making more of what chances they had, but, you know, you can't have it all your own way.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.